Now let's get inspired all over again because it's that kind of show today, it seems. Now, if there is one thing we can all win at today, it is skateboarding, thanks to some unbelievably nifty tricks. And today we're going to be skating without limits and ramping up the flavor with the one and only WILLARDS limited edition barbecue rib flavor. South Africa's most awarded skateboarder and a big friend of Expresso, Jean-Marc Johannes, will be sharing his secrets to success. And man, what success has he racked up, and how he levels up with his favorite, his most delicious of all. I'm dying to know why he chose this one, WILLARDS barbecue rib flavor. My brother, it's so good to see you, because every time I see you, you're doing something for the first time on behalf of all South African skaters.
Yes.
So my first question to you is, after these crazy couple of years, how are you doing? How have you managed to maintain where you are? Because you're still dominating, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm well, thank you. So it's been amazing couple of years so far. Obviously last year with the World Series, everything went digital, and thankfully I've managed to win the World Series in Indonesia. So I'm really happy. It was a little bit different, but we did what we had to do, and thankful to be at 7 world records now, so we're on the right path.
And I know you're going for 10.
Definitely,
but you will get there. I know you will,
Only
because you've got the chops, my friend.
Thank you.
Or maybe not the chops, you've got the ribs.
There we go.
Why barbecue rib flavor? I mean, there are some insane new flavors. It's part of my favorite part of the show. Why barbecue rib?
I'm a big fan. Firstly, I'm a big fan, and it tastes amazing. You know, it's new, it's different, and it's a level up, and that's what I'm about.
You are, and you are helping the sport level up. I know what you've done in your hometown, but you've taken South African skateboarding and you put it on a global scale.
Yes.
Skateboarding is now part of the Olympics. How good was that to see? And what does that mean for the sport, do you think?
It's amazing. You know, it's amazing for the development of the sport. It's amazing for, you know, the development of Cape Town, South Africa, for skateboarding. You know, we're still building with skateboarding here in South Africa on all levels. And I just think it's great for opportunity for all of us. And that's what's important. It's motivating for all of us to know, you know, where you can go with skateboarding. Just looking back how far we've come already.
Well, you look at what they've done in Kimberley as a social development tool. Those kids have a safe place to be looked after, with mentors, with older kids helping to guide them through life. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely love it. I was laughing, saying that I just gifted the board you gave me after you came back. I think it was from China a few years ago. And I've gifted that board now to my boy, who started skating with me, which is the most beautiful thing. So thank you so much,
amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Because that's all you need, is a board to start. What tips do you have for someone who's wanting to start this beautiful journey?
Well, you know, firstly, skateboarding is about having fun. You know, in the beginning, it's about having fun, and I think you'll realize that once you get on the board. So, first and foremost is getting yourself I would say a startup board, something that's already set up. You call that a full setup. So something that already has the wheels, the bearings, everything on it.
Truck's sorted, yeah.
Truck's sorted, because the first thing you want to learn is the stability on the board, and, you know, just being balanced and being able to ride on the board. That's the first thing you want to learn. Then you can start leveling up your game with a few tricks, and I think it's always good to start learning the basics first, because, I mean, as much as skateboarding is intricate, it comes down to the fundamentals, and it's the Ollie, the 180s, and the manuals, and the flip.
And the kickflip.
Yes.
Enough talk, buddy. Let's start. Let's do a little demo, Jean-Marc. Let's head over to probably the least suitable space to skateboard in.
That's all good.
But I know I've made you skateboard on our old balcony before, with the risk of falling 10 stories. Right. So talk us through it. So where do we begin, and take us through a little crack here? So
I think, you know, once you've gone past obviously getting the balance on the board, and that's obviously depending on which way your stance is, and that's either regular or goofy. I'm regular, so I'll start like this. So you put your foot on the board and you stand like that. That's how you're standing on the board. And obviously to push is like that.
Right.
So what you want to do is keep your foot, you know, basically centered by the front ball, so you have some stability, and you push off like that. That's the basics of riding. Then when you start leveling up, the first thing you want to learn is the Ollie. This is the first thing anyone learns, and it kind of looks like you're flying, but I can promise you there's no glue on the board.
It's all physics, baby. It's all physics, yeah.
So I'll start off with that, and it's very, very simple. put your foot right where you started with pushing off. The other foot by the tail of the board, that's at the back. Foot behind the bolt, you bend your knees, and you're going to snap the tail off the floor, and you're going to jump with it. What your legs are going to do is bend up with the board.
Okay.
So basically, do that, you bend down, and you ollie. So that's the basic trick you learn in skateboarding.
And that was about 2 bricks, because you measure in bricks when you first start.
Yeah, you measure
1
in
brick,
bricks,
2 bricks, 3 bricks, and then you move on to a black dustbin. Isn't that how it goes?
And the black dustbin, and then you start stacking boards, depending how many skateboarders are practicing the ollies that day. And then, obviously, the next thing you want to learn is 180. So this is, I wouldn't say it's a difficult trick. It's basically starting to learn how to use your shoulders and turning with the board.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is, I'll start with a frontside 180.
Okay.
And that is when you turn your shoulders this way and combined with the ollie.
Okay.
So it's basically going to make the board go up and 180.
And round, okay.
And it's very simple. Basically like this, and you're going to do this, ollie, turn your shoulders.
Okay.
The important part, and what I've only learned later on, is that you need to start turning your shoulders before you ollie. So you get the wind up.
So it's a whip, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, basically it's like this. It's frontside 180, like that. So it's always
so easy.
down like that, and then it turns.
All right, we've got time for one more, and I think the people need to see a flip, man.
A flip trick?
A flip, give us something.
So I think another trick, and this will come from learning how to do 180s and ollies, is the pop shove it.
Okay.
So I think this is one of the most favorite trick to this day in skateboarding, one of the most stylish tricks.
Because it looks so slick, hey?
It looks stylish, and it's also easy to do. So basically, what it is, it's the ollie combined with the 180. You're going to turn your foot like that, and the board's going to go like that.
Flip around, okay.
So it's basically 180, and you staying still.
Okay.
So it looks simple, and it's a lot easier than it sounds. I think the name...
you do make it look a lot easier than I think it is.
But it's very simple. It's very simple. It's like that, and...
Oh, look at it.
That's very simple. You can go back and like that. So if you want to add some style to it, and I think once you get used to the pop shove it, then it gets down to the more stylish looking, like that. And you can go back. You can try to do it higher. I think that's always the goal, is to try and pop the tricks high. So like that. And then obviously the fakey shove it, you can do it like that.
With those 3 moves, you will be the king of your skate park for the day.
Yes, you will.
It's how you get started. And believe it or not, you know, we're talking 7 world records, but that's how it starts. My friend, we are so proud of you always.
Thank you so much.
About what you are doing, but I think it's more the service to the sport and how much you give back that we love and how many kids you're inspiring to go and do it.
Thank you.
You don't have to give me your board this time, okay? I think it's going to be worth a lot more. But
I think we need to get you on the board or something.
Exactly, exactly, my friend. Now, you've inspired me to get back on the board, and I absolutely love it. But you're inspiring a new generation to get out there and do it. And the joy in this case is we can inspire you even more with not 1, not 2 or 3, but 4 delicious brand new Willards crinkle cut flavors. They have hit the block with more crinkle in your cut. Can you guess what those amazing flavors are? I'm talking about the new limited edition Willards crinkle cut barbecue rib, which we love, jalapeno popper, beautiful garlic bread and sweet vinegar flavors. They are off the charts. More flavor, more crinkle in your cut. And it's time to start leveling up your snacking game with hashtag more crinkle in your cut. And it has been, I think, an incredible couple of weeks. We've introduced 4 delicious limited edition Willards crinkle cut flavors, and we are loving how we've been able to level up our skills along the way. And of course, don't forget that you have the opportunity to choose or to win at least 1 of 5 limited edition Willards hampers through this process. All you've got to do is reply to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook, Twitter or Instagram page and tell us if you could snack on only one of the new WILLARDS limited edition crinkle cut flavors for the rest of your life. I'm sorry to put you in that position. Which of the 4 would you choose? And don't forget that hashtag more crinkle in your cut. And we'd love to hear your answers. Competition closes on Monday, the 16th of May at midnight. So you've got a limited amount of time to do it, but you can find all the terms and conditions on expressoshow.com. Jean-Marc, we love you, brother.
Thank you so much for everything.
And we look forward to having you back on the show when you get that 8th world record.
Definitely, definitely.
Try the 4 new WILLARDS Crinkle Cut limited edition flavors. More crinkle in your cut.